Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. I hope you're having a good day or good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, I honestly don't remember the last time I did a reading. I truly don't remember. I remember the Empress being the last card that I left. Okay. Okay, so I'll just read what I've been writing and then I guess we'll just do today because I haven't been consistently in the energy. I've just been experiencing it in life. So I'll just do intuitive downloads after I read to you guys what I already wrote. Also, if you're new to my channel, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. You guys are super cool, super nice. Thank you. I'm like growing and evolving, and it's just nice to have external validation of that. So I really appreciate all of you. So this I wrote on 11/22/2023. The math equaled out to 13. 13 is the death card in the major arcana. Okay, 3 added up to, wait, hold on, because somebody is lying, and it might be me. It might be me, hold on. Yeah, 13. So what did I? Oh, okay, right. So 13 equals 4. 4 is the Emperor card in the major arcana. 4 also is culture freedom. Okay, and then 4 is stability, structure, practicality, associated with hard work, discipline, and manifestation of our goals in the physical realm. Okay, how to make your not so practical. Okay, so practicality was the word that came to my mind, and I don't know why, I just did. And the definition of practicality is the quality or state of being practical, the aspects of a situation that involve the actual doing or experience of something rather than theories or ideas. Okay, so that's all I got for the Emperor. So somebody could be figuring out how to build stability and structure in a way that practicalities to you is probably a lot different than what it is for everybody else. So how it's gonna look for you is gonna be different than everybody else, and you could just be structuring what that difference is for you. Okay. Yeah, 11/23/2023. The math equaled up to 14. Okay, added that together, got 5. Okay, temperance, the Hierophant, the Chariot, 4 is 7, the High Priestess for 2, wisdom. So to me, the High Priestess and the Hierophant, I feel like, which is funny because the Emperor and the Empress, right? They say the Hierophant is the masculine energy and the High Priestess is the feminine energy, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is the High Priestess using the wisdom that they've obtained plus the knowledge, okay? Using the knowledge and the wisdom and making it, it's kind of like the driving force to accomplish the goals in which you set out to accomplish, okay? This is also redefining power. How do I say it? I was going to say power structures, but power dynamics, okay? When it comes to masculine and feminine energy, all right? The last 2 days were based around the Emperor and the Empress, the month of the High Priestess, and the year of the Chariot, the day of the Hierophant, the power scale balances. Who would know best how the scale should be balanced? it will have to be the ones closest to God. She knows God lies within her just as much as he does. So what should be saved will be, and what should be left has already been seen, sent into the astral, okay? The end to believing what no longer serves us, the end to serving what no longer feeds us. You too have the power to, and then I stop writing. Oh, the power to change the course of a nation. What I see, you see, and what we don't see, the other room will. Love, I put lover. I don't know what the fuck I was writing. I swear to God, a lot of this shit is not even in English. What? Is all is all of the culture truly culture, or is it indoctrination? Things we had to learn based on the pain and trauma we endured. So it is still culture, right? But our culture was based on not all of it, but some of it. This past, era of time has been based on what we had to come up with while enduring and experiencing extremely traumatic events, okay? So a lot of the energy of certain things that exist come from trauma. Um, I feel like now is the day and age where a lot of that shit's gonna be redefined out of a place that's not traumatic, okay? Polar opposites that destroy ignorance and bridge the gap between the people who were taught to hate one another for the benefit of the opposing force. Need I say more? I look crazy as hell right now to myself. Like, I don't look human right now, so I'm sorry if I keep looking at the camera like crazy as fuck. Because I keep looking at myself like, what the fuck is happening? Anyways, 11/26/2023. That's today, the day that I'm recording this, okay? Build and destroy the high priestess strength, the chariot. Time to move on some shit you already know. Time to stand on some shit you've already known. Taking the time to bet on yourself while you watch everyone who's a greedy motherfucker starve. They have enough fat on them to survive the rapture. Okay, guys, let me tell you a story. Impromptu story. So, okay, I got a job, right? And the manager was leaving when she hired me, right? And immediately I'm like, red flag, right? But we'll see what happens. So I'm in an environment where, first of all, the back of the house speaks Spanish. All right. Some of them speak English, not all of them, but they're all fluent in Spanish, right? So, they be having their own little conversations or whatever, but a person that can read energy, baby, I don't really need to speak the lingo to know what you're saying. And especially if you're talking about me, period. So, whatever. That's besides the point. And then the front of the house are mostly people who are African American, so to speak, right? So the divide, of course, has already always been there between us. But what's crazy is that we're all getting paid the same because we're all a fucking minority of their asses. Right? Indoctrination. Need I say more, right? Girl, anyways, so the manager quits by the time I'm hired. So she's only there for like the 3 days, right? So people at this point are only worried about themselves. They're not really worried about efficiently training people or anything like that, right? And like the environment was so greedy. Everybody's like, oh, well, this is my section and you can't have my section. And everybody's trying to give me death stares and fucking threaten me with their energy. And I'm like, I will destroy all of you without even having to do anything. Like, so me, I'm the chill, laid back one. I'm just like, do what you feel is best. Because whatever you do, baby, it's divinely planned for it to work out for me. That's how I feel. I don't have to chase anything. I just attract, right? So the owner of the establishment finally comes in, and now he's a part of everything that's going on. And this man doesn't even really know how his shit's ran, to be completely honest, which I find him to be so distasteful. Like I could never be an owner of something and never have my hand on every fucking thing that's going on in this bitch. Like I could never, like I could truly never ever just be like, oh, this is my business, but I just let the manager do whatever the fuck they want to do, right? No, no, I would never. I would never. I will never. The fuck? Like, you can manage as much as you want, baby. I'm still here. Like, the fuck? So, this man comes in. It's his first time meeting me. And my energy is giving. So, everybody's like, they don't know how to feel about me. They know I'm a sweetheart, but then they also know I'm not to be fucked with. But then they also know, like, damn, I kind of like her. But then, like, damn, she kind of scared me. Like, damn, she kind of fine. Like, damn, fuck, shit, fuck. Like, damn, I know this bitch intuitive. Like, this bitch might be trying to put a spell on me. Everybody just like, about little old me, right? Who's just here. It's either a blessing or a lesson. Like, get in where you fit in, right? So, this man, their protocol is that they don't have a register, right? And I've never fucking heard of this. Every place I've ever worked, we have a register. They don't have a fucking register. The person who is the server is responsible for cashing out their orders with their own bank, right? So, bitch, I'm poor. Like, I'm fucking poor. Like, I moved here and I paid all my money to live where I'm living. And, bitch, I got a job because I need money. Like, and I'm waiting for you to fucking pay me. And you haven't fucking paid me yet, right? So, at the end of the night, he's doing like our cash out or whatever, right? And they started a new thing where we have to tip out busters and bartenders, people who get paid way more than us hourly. Nobody's doing math here either. Because even when he counted my receipts, he didn't even count the receipts. He didn't even look at them. He didn't even divvy up everything properly. So I'm like, okay, check. Like, let me note that in my notepad. Fuck. So I'm like, he's like, oh, you owe the busters and the bartenders this much money, right? So I feel like this man was really just trying to make an example out of me so people wouldn't question him, because I realized is what he likes to do is to blame everybody else because he can't take accountability for his own actions, right? The emperor, right? In reverse. Um and he I'm like, "Oh, well, I don't have money to cash them out. Like, I don't have money to give them pay, so they're gonna have to wait until I get paid so I can take it out of my paycheck, right?" And he's like, because even if you think about it, if I'm my own bank, right, and I have to take money out of my own bank to give you a tip, I'm taking money from myself because my tips that I'm getting electronically from card are coming out of, they get text because they go on my fucking paycheck. So you're shorting me and you don't know that I'm fucking intelligent and I'm aware of what the fuck's going on here, right? So this man yells at me in front of every fucking body. He's like, well, get up, get up, get up. Go tell them, go tell them, what the situation is, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, first of all, I don't take demands from anybody. So if you want me to go do something, you're going to have to talk to me differently. So I didn't move. I sat there. And I don't think he liked that. So he's like, well, if you want to work here, you're going to have to come in with $100 in your own bank. And I'm like, are you firing me, sir? He's like, not yet. I'm like, all right, well, let me know when you do. And he fucking was pissed. He was fucking pissed. And he's like, all right, get away from me. I'm done with you. Like, dismissing me. Like, rude as fuck. Like, had I not had found God, I would have sent that whole fucking establishment up in flames. Like, bitch, I would have raised hell. I would have, bitch, like, people don't understand, like, dark magic, like black magic, it resides within my vessel. So, like, my shadow's like, oh, I already know what the fuck to do with this motherfucker. Like, Bitch, you ready? Like, we can handle this if you want to handle this. But then, like, my higher self is like, no, like, you already know, like, we're walking with God right now. Walk by faith and not by sight, baby. Like, just calm down. Like, it's okay. And, like, I get up and I walk away and I go to the back because this whole entire shift, one of the waitresses quit mid shift and wanted to switch their tables to me, right? This person was trying to shift their orders over, and I'm like, I just got here and I'm not a manager and I don't know what the fuck you're asking me to do, and I have tables that I need to attend to, so you need to give me a second, right? So this man throws his paper in my face in front of everybody in the fucking restaurant, right? I completely just disregarded of it because I'm like, this is a grown ass man acting like a bitch right now. And like sexual preference has nothing to do with it. But if you're a grown ass man acting like a bitch, I automatically have no fucking tolerance for any of your fucking behavior, right? And I'm really just using myself as an example right now. This is all gonna tie into something. If you're still watching, thank you for watching, right? Because this is really an example of how the Empress in reverse and the Emperor in reverse, how if they come together and they're trying to build something, how it's gonna fucking crumble, because those are two selfish people, two selfish, egotistical, domineering, control freaks who don't really even know what the fuck they're controlling because they don't even really know what the fuck is going on, right? So I go in the back and I just start crying because I'm like, if I don't cry, then I'm gonna start breaking shit in here and I'm gonna go to prison because not only am I gonna start breaking physical things, I'm gonna start breaking people's fucking faces. Like, so I'm like, let me just go cry, right? And like, I tried to tell him like my situation and why it is that I didn't have the money to do what it was that he was asking me to do. I wasn't saying that it was a problem for me to do it. I'm just letting you know why I can't. And he's like, nope, I'm not a therapist. Nope, your problems aren't my problems, blah, 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 right? So I'm like, instead of coming up with solutions for the problem, you just want to focus on the problem and make me look like I'm the bad guy. Okay, cool. Because everybody in the fucking store was doing it. They just blamed me for everything. And it's crazy because I literally just got here. So how are you blaming me for things that I'm not even handling that stage? Because I'm fucking training. Like, what are you, like, what? So I just go in the back and I cry. And like this lady was really nice. Everybody like energetically like felt me because they could see the heart in me. But at the end of it, like I stopped crying and I'm like, I'm gonna say what the fuck I have to say to everybody in here because everybody was talking to me crazy as fuck. And I'm like, I walk around this bitch with a smile on my face and I'm nice and shit. But bitch, I could turn into the devil real motherfucking quick. And if you want to keep trying me, I suggest that you not. Because bitch, I'm not to be tried. So it was like very imperative the whole day that I had to pull people aside and let them know, hey, I understand that you have an issue, but you're not gonna fucking talk to me like that. And it's like I had to constantly repeat this to people that I'm working with, right? Irritating as fuck, right? So we move on. I cry. I come out. I say what the fuck I gotta say. And at the end of it, I'm like, you know what? It's not worth my time. Like, this isn't worth my time or my energy. Like, I have gifts. Like, I'm a fucking prophet. Like, I'm a god in my own fucking right. And I'm in this bitch pushing plates for this nigga. Like, the fuck? Like, bitch, I am the energy in this bitch. The energy wouldn't be given if I wasn't in this bitch. And I already know I'm karma for every fucking person that I come into contact with. So I'm like, okay, pulling back my energy instantly, done, over it, right? Not in the motherfucking mood. Um, just not in the mood. Like, and the whole situation really awakened me to the fact of like, you use things for stepping stones, but it's like God is putting me in a position to where like I don't have the stepping stones in which it was that I had to utilize are not the same stepping stones in which I have to utilize now. And like I have to take initiative to create that dream situation or circumstances for myself. Like if I could run your business and handle your problems with lack of knowledge of even knowing how shit works in here, then I can do it on my own accord for my own shit for myself, right? And it's like requiring me to think out the box. And like I've been in hermit mode and not wanting to go outside because I just don't fucking feel like people trying to subject me to shit that they want me to. It's like, I'm just like when it comes to dealing with the world right now, y'all, like me personally, I want to go into the mountain and just disconnect from reality as a whole because there's so much shit that I have went through and there's so many truths that I've exposed and there's just so much going on that like my I'm in my soft girl era, right? My soft girl era can't handle it. Like my soft girl era is like fuck this shit. Like I'm about to go sit under a bridge and fucking cry. Somewhere warm where the sun shines and like bitch there's an ocean. Like I could just go take a bath in the ocean with my fucking eco-friendly soap like and then just be out here slumming it. Like I am at a state in my life where like I can't deal with bullshit. Like I really can't deal with bullshit. And when I look at like the feminine and the masculine, I look at what the masculine is responsible for. It makes so much sense to me now why it's imperative for everybody to understand what it means to be a feminine, what it means to be a masculine. Because like the masculine handles all the bullshit because the masculine knows how fucking evil and cruel and hard the world is. And like he's gonna protect his empress from all the bullshit, right? And I'm like, oh my god, protect me because like I can't I can't do it. Like, and like me saying I can't do it, like I know I can do it. I have to do it in my own way, but like this normal worldly shit, no, I can't do it. I'm not in the mood. So that was just a little story time. I hope y'all took something from it. Don't let these motherfucking corporations and establishments use and fucking abuse you. Cause this motherfucker is telling us how his establishment is falling apart and how we could close today and it wouldn't matter. Right, cause the money that comes in this bitch, you telling me that you don't need it. And pretty much what you telling me is that you're only staying open to give us jobs. Nigga, make it make sense. Like, don't be gaslighting. You trying to gaslight a bunch of motherfuckers who ain't woke. I'm the only one in the back that's woke. Who's staring at y'all niggas like, oh, y'all some slums, huh? Y'all some fucking slums. And baby girl, legally, if we gotta go there, then we gonna have to go there too. Because at this point, baby, I'm getting in everybody ass. I'm getting in everybody ass. Because everybody, they want their ass to be dug in. So I'm digging it for you, alright? Anyways. Let's pull cards for the collective. And see what the energy is. Okay? And it's like I do all of this with love and care in my heart. Like, no, it's just a lot going on. A lot going on in the world right now. And like people use the sweetest, kindest person as like the scapegoat. And like you can't allow people to do that, but then you also can't allow that to change your natural, kind hearted, sweet nature. So it's like really just finding the balance in between standing up for yourself and also still vibrating at your frequency and not changing that frequency on the account of everybody else, right? Because I've had to learn how to switch in and switch out, and like yeah, it's my energy. Like I'm evolving, I'm ascending, I'm experiencing things that I've never experienced before when it comes to my power and my ability and my gifts because of my dedication to my ascension process. So like I can't allow these minor things to pull me back into some shit that I had to pull myself out of because it wasn't serving me a purpose. Like that's the definition of insanity. You keep doing the same shit expecting a different outcome. And like I'm crazy as hell, but I'm I'm not insane. uh, to say the least. All right, let's pull cards for the collective. I think I'm gonna open up my email because my description box, all my shit in my description box is null and void, and I really need to just change it. which I am, but I'm gonna open up my email so I can start doing personal readings for you guys. Because the personal readings are really given. Because can't nobody just take over my energy. So doing personal readings are lit to me. I also love doing collective. Though, so collective, you could be in a state where you are awakening to your truest power. You're awakening to, you know, all the ideas and things that you think of are valid. And when you decide to take action on those things, you're going to reap the benefits in which it is that you were looking to gain, right? Ten of Pentacles. And for a lot of you, I feel like this final experience with these worldly things are just, it's really just a test, okay? It's really just a test. And it's also giving you a reminder of why it is that you are choosing to do what it is that you're choosing to do, right? The way that we change the world is by changing our own lives, right? Save yourself, right? And then you can save others. I feel like you're understanding the high regard in which it is that you have for yourself, which is why you have high expectations and high standards when it comes to dealing with people in the world, right? And you're realizing that none of this is wrong, right? But there's only so many people in society that can uphold and be present for what it is that you're expecting. So you're essentially leading by example, right? You are the example of how easy and effortless it is to obtain and maintain success with a inner understanding of oneself and then the outer understanding of the world, okay? Because even in opening a business, right? People think like, oh, well, if I just have all this money to open a business, then, I can just keep hiring people left and right, right? But then you have to think about, oh, then I have to train these people. If I run a high paced environment here, I need people that can come in and learn fast, efficiently, and effective, right? And if you're paying people trash, do you think that people with really great skills and qualities are gonna stay somewhere where they're getting paid trash? I mean, some people are okay with being complacent, but there are a lot of people that are aware of their power and what they bring to the table, and they're not gonna be complacent. So even like in establishments where you're being served, you have to think about people, yes, are coming here for our food. So if I change the cooks in the back, people who don't know how to make the food or aren't making the food as good as the last people aren't going to want to eat here. So say the food never changes, but the service sucks. Now I'm waiting 7, 3, 4, 5 hours for my food to come, right? And the waiter, it can't even bring out drinks. The waiter can't even, you know, hold themselves accountable for the things that they're doing wrong and got us sitting here in a state of confusion and questioning. That's a spell, first of all, and the veil has been lifted. So people are very much so aware of what the fuck people's intentions are. So if you're lying to people, they're also picking up on that as well. So even when it comes to the people that you have in your establishment that are serving your product, that matters as well. Like nobody is I'm not gonna, if I come into establishment and a motherfucker don't greet me properly, a motherfucker don't talk to me nice, a motherfucker can't serve me more than just my food, but serve me in conversation, intellect, okay? At least humor, charisma, something. I'm not gonna fucking eat here. Like, I've walked out of places, been like, no, it's just not giving. It's not matching my energy. Therefore, I'm not going to give you my fucking money. Like, people aren't just going to be dishing out money just because, oh, I'm getting some. No, the fuck? Quality over quantity, baby. Let's talk to me. Talk to me. If you're going to talk to me the right way, right? And then we can really make something happen. Crazy. The tower, right? So the tower is here. And every time I see the tower, all I think about this being the castle. I think about that being the emperor and that being the empress, and these motherfuckers getting thrown out of their motherfucking spot because they burnt this whole establishment to the ground. They're appoint the job in which they're appointed to is to lead their kingdom. Okay? And if you've led your kingdom straight into the fucking grounds and depths of hell, what the fuck do you think is gonna happen? That shit's gonna burn. You're no longer going to be a kingdom, bitch. It's giving vacancy. It's giving bitch buy the building out. It's giving lawsuits. It's giving, oh, you don't want this? Bitch, I'll take it then. The fuck? Like, that's what it's giving. It's really giving that, okay? So a lot of people who have been in these positions of power are getting thrown out of their fucking spot because they don't know how to run shit. And then they can't hold themselves accountable to admit, like, maybe I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Or maybe I'm stressed out and I'm going through a lot and I've made a lot of mistakes in my life and I need to recenter and refocus and recalibrate within my own vessel. So maybe I should, give someone else a chance who is stable within their own right, within themselves, right? Maybe not financially, but stable within themselves. They have a lot of ideas. They have a lot of things that they can bring to the table to make sure that this tower doesn't fall. But that would require people to step out of their fucking ego, and they're not willing to do that. So motherfuckers will really lose everything that they have just because they can't hold themselves accountable for the fucked up shit that they did. And that's really sad. Or the fucked up shit that they do to contribute to their own problems and issues. Alright? So accountability is a really big thing. Alright? I like didn't put somebody's order in and I came back like, oh, I didn't put your order in. Instead of blaming the cooks, I was like, I didn't put your order in and I apologize, but I'm gonna ring it in for you. Like, do you have time? Do you want me to box it up for you to go? And like these people were just so mesmerized by the fact that I took accountability for my fucking mistake that they left me a nice ass tip. Like, do you see how simple shit is when you're a fucking good person? Like, it's just very simple. People think that lying, stealing, killing, being manipulative is the way to go because that's how this world's been built. But if you look at America, it's crumbling. Everybody wants to go to war with us because we're trash. Like, we're fucking liars. We're con artists with thieves. We can't pay our fucking debts. Like, we can, but we choose not to. Like, look at America. Like, look at it and learn from what you've been taught. Cause it's been the wrong shit. Like, it's been the wrong shit. But people aren't paying attention because everybody's scrambling around trying to figure out, oh, well, how am I gonna do this and how am I gonna do that? Well, like, think outside the fucking box. You're still inside the box. You're still using the box to fix the problems in which the box created for you. Like, bitch, the box is soggy. It's raining outside. You don't need a box anymore. You need brick, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god. And I'm only 26 years old. What do I know? Like, what do I know? You know. Anyways, what else do we have for the collective? What else do we have for the collective spirit? Ooh, a lot of cards came out. Okay, so Justice. Ooh, Justice, Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. It's giving. It's definitely giving. So, right, the Queen of Pentacles could be seen as a mother figure, of course, right? But then this also is an entrepreneur, a business owner, okay? Somebody who knows how to nurture and care for the things in which they are growing and building, all right? The Nine of Cups, somebody who knows how to take care of not only themselves, but the things around them. Somebody who's independent, okay? Somebody who can literally turn water into fucking wine. Like, this is giving, the tower is falling, but bitch, it's not falling on me. The tower is falling so that I can actually come clean up and then I can take over this spot since you don't fucking want it. Since you don't know how to deal with it, right? It's too much for you. The Ten of Cups and the Five of Cups. So there definitely is like an energy of reflecting on the past, right? Ooh, I heard a bird. I hear a bird. Wow, it's really loud too. Y'all already know the birds be talking. The stork, right? The idea of a stork, right? The idea of, yeah, the missing family, okay? Missing an old family structure, missing an old family dynamic, missing how something used to be, all right? But the Five of Cups, I always find it very important to notice that, yeah, when they say like you take 10 steps forward and you take 3 steps back, right? The Five of Cups is like, oh, I took 5 steps forward and then I had to take 3 steps back, right? But you still have 2 steps. And sometimes the shit that you get left with is the strongest shit that you could possibly stand on. Like, you can't just continue to focus on what you lost, because if you keep thinking about what you lost, you're not going to be attracting the ability to think about what it is that you can grow for yourself with what it is that you already have. Like, be grateful for what it is that you already have, even if it's not physical, material things, even if it's just intellect and smarts and wisdom. And now I know how to move about in situations like this, right? Stand on that shit, right? Like, use what you know, use your wisdom, use your knowledge to grow. I feel like somebody could be in the energy of missing like family, right? You could be missing your children, you could be missing the old family dynamic in which you had, but you have 2 cups behind you, right? Not only do you have 2 cups behind you, but you have the Ten of Cups right here. Like, without this card, you have the Ten of Cups. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Justice card. So you still have like so much to be happy for. Like, things may not be the way that they used to be, but they're not supposed to be. You're supposed to acknowledge that, yeah, this came and it went, because now it's time for me to go into something that I actually want. Sometimes people will forfeit their dreams and their ambitions for the practical sense of what's needed to solidify what it is that they're trying to do, right? And that's understandable, right? Because that process is necessary for you to learn and for you to grow. But then you also have to take what you're learning in that process and use it for you to actually do the thing that you want to do, right? Instead of conforming to doing what it is that you feel you have to do, right? Because we don't really have to do anything. Like, there's a bunch of shit that we want to do, but we're like, oh, I can't because I have to do this. But it's like, if you find a way to make what it is that you want to do beneficial for you in every aspect, okay, to where it brings you a sense of peace, happiness, tranquility, and abundance, not just in the form of wealth, but in the form of good health, mentally and physically, then you got every fucking thing you need. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And like, I'm saying this even to myself, like, bitch, I'm about to walk the fuck out these dogs. I'm about to literally have a dog gang, because like, who the fuck is about to listen to an old fart fucking be just rude and nasty to them? Like, invest in what it is that you want to do, right? A lot of the times, I feel like America, right? The one thing I learned about America is how to do some shit in an unconventional way, right? And a lot of the times, even these businesses and shit that were built, a lot of these people didn't have licenses. They didn't have the money to get licenses. Some of these people just inherited a fucking building, right? They inherited a building and they're like, oh, I want to open up a fucking liquor store, right? And they're like, fuck, I don't have money to get a liquor store, but I got the plug to fill this bitch with liquor. Like, he'll let me give you an IOU, right? So I have this IOU, I pay this man back, right? And while I'm paying this man back, right, I fucking get my license, so then I can legally run this business. Like, there's a necessary evil and people don't understand how to utilize it. Like, they don't understand how to utilize it. They're like, no, well, if I just off everybody, then. But it's like, no, because you're not a smooth criminal. Like, you're not gonna fucking get away with it. Like, get away with the shit that you know you can get away with. Period. Is what it's giving. Okay, so the Four of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. I definitely feel like the overthrowing of everything that no longer is working, right, comes with the awakening of individuals who are aware of what it is that they bring to the table and what it is that they can do with what they're being given and how they can really capitalize off that shit, right? And it's making room for a new union because the Four of Wands is like a union, a celebration. It could be like people getting together or like a couple. It could be a celebration of a new birth, whatever the fuck, right? But with the is this the eight? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles and the eight being the number of abundance. This is giving me a partnership in career, okay? Finances, a financial look, and then the Judgment with the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, financial stability is what it's giving. So while it may look like this is a shit show, right? It's really not. It's like everything is happening for you, not to you. Remember that, right? It's all about perspective. Because if we allow everybody else's bullshit to affect us energetically, we're not going to be able to utilize our energy in a way that's going to produce fruit for ourselves. It's like, bitch, I could either get sad or I could get a bag. Like, or I could get a couple of them bitches. What are you talking about? Like, it's giving duffel bag boy. It's giving for real, right? So I feel like you know this, right? You're aware of something that's coming towards you, okay? Not only are you aware of what's coming towards you, you're aware of what you want to do with what's coming towards you. And I feel like your whole entire life has been preparing you for this, okay? It's been you learning from every environment that you've been in. And I feel like this is really just based in business, right? You learning from every establishment in which you've worked in, okay? You've learned from the good shit people have done, and you've learned from the bad shit people have done. You've learned in the world that in order to be Oprah, you gotta be on the good side of shit, and you gotta be on the bad side of shit. You gotta walk straight in the fucking middle, right? You gotta know who to do business with, what to do business with, and how to move while you're doing this, right? And I feel like it's just been preparing you for this moment, right? The moment where, bitch, the universe or say, okay, a company didn't pay you what they were supposed to pay you, right? You sued the fuck out of them. And now you own their establishment. Not only do you own their establishment, but you got the bread to get the license. Like, this is giving. Everything that's owed to you is literally just coming towards you. It's attracted to you. And you know this. And this is why you're the wise one. Because the wise one knows, okay, time goes on, right? So I can't stay stuck in the energy of, well, when is this going to happen and when is this? No, you understand that life is having it happen the way that it's happening so that you can acquire the wisdom and knowledge that you need in order to really fly the fuck off when it's time for you to fly the fuck off, right? Like Elon Musk said, no, I'm going to the moon. Like, and nobody's gonna stop this man from doing what the fuck he says he's gonna do. Nobody's gonna stop him. Even like the sense of the dome being cracked, right? Do you understand how funny that is? Because in order for him to get the fuck off this bitch, the dome would have to be cracked, wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it have to be? Perfect timing, right? Have you seen the interview that Kanye did with Elon Musk? How awkward this man was. He went from interviewing with Kanye West to being super awkward to hanging out with a bunch of fucking rappers, being himself. It's evolution. Like, it's It's really just evolution. This is really just speaking of evolution. It's speaking to awareness is key, right? Being able to be taught, being able to learn, being able to see the greater picture of things, okay, will really produce blessings for you. And people need to understand that blessings and miracles, you can't see those. There's no proof for those. You have to have intuition and inner knowing to be able to get this. The Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. Period. Need I say more? Like, I feel like I've already said enough. That's why I ain't really been making no content because and the Fool, the Two of Wands, girl, the Six of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So there is like, I heard what better person to bring justice. So you could be a Libra, or you could have a Libra heavily aspected in your chart, right? And we all know that Libra is the justice card in the tarot deck. Girl, it's giving Diddy and how he just paid the money. He paid the money because he knew he was wrong. He didn't think anybody was gonna take his ass to court though. But he was ready to give up the bread because he already knew, yeah, I can't go to court because if I go to court, all of my secrets are gonna fall out. So it's people that are doing fucked up shit to people who have way too many secrets, right? But they're banking on the fact that you're not intelligent. They're banking on the fact that you're not smart. They're banking on the fact of, I've done this to so many people and gotten away with it that I'll get away with it this time too. And it's not flying like that this time because you're justice. We already seen the judgment card come out, right? Girl, they playing with the wrong one. They playing with the wrong one. It's like you gonna fuck around and find out. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me not burn this place down. Let me just be smart. Let me just be smart. All right, let's just be smart here. I do keep getting that too, where somebody's gonna like burn some shit down so they can get insurance money or some shit because this is literally crumbling, right? But people who commit crimes that don't typically commit crimes are always likely to get caught, like because you don't know how to commit crimes properly. So it's a lot of people digging a grave for themselves. Okay, somebody could be thinking about early retirement. Right, the King of Wands and the Strength card in reverse came out. So somebody doesn't have the strength or courage with the Ace of Swords. Somebody does not have the strength, courage, or intellect to pull off whatever the fuck it is they're trying to pull off. I'll just say that. I might leave the reading off here. I'm probably going to do a reading for you guys later after I take a shower and wash the world's crust off of me. Because it's definitely some shit they want me to talk about. But that's the reading that I got for you guys. I hope you found some type of enlightenment. Something was knowledgeable for you here. And of course, if you watched the video all the way through, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment if you're here. Don't be shy. It's a bunch of people watching me, but y'all ain't saying shit. But I feel that because I be watching people and I don't be saying shit either. I just be learning, right? Which I also appreciate both sides of the spectrum. So do whatever it is that makes you more comfortable. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.